morning and welcome to Life Without Shakers, and it's time for another pub walk in the Peak District, except this one is only just into the Peak District because I'm setting off in New Mills, and the plan today is well, it's a modification of a walk that's in my Peak District pub walks book, which goes a circular walk from Whaley Bridge over Eccles Pike down to Bugsworth Basin. But this walk starts from New Mills and heads along the Goyt Way following the River Goyt, and then from there we head upwards across Chinley Churn. Then we'll drop down into Chinley and then on into Whithough for a pint at the Old Hall Inn, or maybe the paper mill. And then from Whithough the walk follows the Peak Forest Tramway Trail to Bugsworth Basin, where I was hoping to have a pint at the Navigation Inn, but when I looked this morning it appears to be closed at the moment, sadly. And from Bugsworth Basin it's along the Peak Forest Canal where we rejoin the Goyt Way for the last little bit into Whaley Bridge, and it's just over 9 miles in total, and there's lots to see on the way, so let's get going. And here is the first of the things to see. It's Torvale Mill and the Tor's Millennium Walkway. This is a spectacular piece of engineering clinging to the railway embankment up high above the River Goyt. And it leads us to the Tor's Riverside Park, which is also highly interesting. Right, left the Goyt Way and beginning the climb up towards Chinley Churn, and hopefully it'll get a little bit quieter now. It should be a lovely quiet and peaceful stretch of walk down by the river there, but today it was just insanely busy for some reason, probably because it's Sunday and dry for a change after a lot of rain recently. Right, I find myself some friendly company here. I can see from the state of my pants. Very friendly and very muddy when he jumps up at you. Big softy dog though. Right, I've done this walk one time before with James. I remember when we got to this bit, the navigation was hopeless. We ended up going, well, round in circles around that farm where the dog was first, and then all the way down there towards some outpost of new mills, wandering around in circles trying to find the right path before we finally found our way back to the path I'm on now. Thankfully I remembered to plot today's route on the OS map, so it was rather less difficult than it was last time, but still incredibly muddy. It's blessedly level for a brief moment. It's actually been quite a while since I've done a walk that's involved any serious hills, so I'm starting to feel it already, but it's not too far up to the top of Chinley Churn now. I can just see the summit ridge just in front of us. Oh, that was actually a long stiff trudge up to Chinley Churn, but I finally just about reached the summit ridge, and typically, well, as you noticed for the last little way, it's all in cloud. There's absolutely no views at all to be had today. Oh well, case of pushing on to Chinley now. It's a shame though, there are some lovely views up here on a clear day. As I say, it's completely covered in cloud. I can't see a thing. I think most of these rocks, or the ones behind me, mark the northern summit of Chinley Churn. Actually shown on the map as having two summits. And from here, I guess I have to follow this path because I don't want to go off course in this weather. No, I was wrong before. This is the northern summit of Chinley Churn, where all the people were standing right on the top, so I couldn't do any filming. Not you can see anything anyway. Right, I'm out of the cloud now and pretty much down off Chinley Churn, and yeah, I have to say that was very disappointing, that blanket of cloud, because there are all sorts of interesting cliffs and old areas of quarrying up on there. It's a really good place to explore on a clear day, but sadly today was not one of those. But on the upside, it's not too far away now from the pub, and I can't wait. And this is Chinley, just passing Chinley railway station, and the right turn across this bridge will take me on a straight line down into Whithough for a welcome pint at the Old Hall Inn. Ah, and that was the Old Hall Inn and a delicious pint of Abbeydale Deception. Most welcome. Right, not too far to go now. It's to Whaley Bridge, only a couple of miles. And the first step is heading down towards the Peak Forest Tramway Trail. Of course, the Peak Forest Tramway Trail sounds nicer than it actually is. It's not been the route of a tramway for a couple of 100 years. Nowadays it's just the access road to a large factory. Okay, in fairness, this bit is quite nice. Once you get away from the big factory and back next to the river, it's very peaceful. Well, there you go. That's what the Peak Forest Tramway was for. It was for transporting stone from the quarries around Dove Holes to the canal here at Bugsworth Basin. Bugsworth Basin, I should say. And at Bugsworth Basin, you find the sadly closed Navigation Inn. I really hope it reopens soon, because that was a cracking pub. The one time I've been in it, beautiful place to sit on a sunny day. A shame. Anyway, onwards to Whaley Bridge. I have to say, the basin is a hive of activity today. I've never actually seen so many boats here. And this is Whaley Bridge Basin. another historic transport venue because it marked the terminus of the old Cromford and High Peak railway line, which used to set off from here and over the hills towards, well, Cromford. And this here, believe it or not, is an old railway bridge. I don't believe it now. It does just about have some rails still in situ. And as we pass the Goyt Inn, which would make a lovely stopping point for a last pint if the train wasn't due in about 5 minutes. That's pretty much the end of the walk today. Yeah, it's been quite enjoyable, if rather fast because of the irregular train times. Yes, it's a shame about Chinley Churn being covered in cloud, but if you look back to it now, cloud looks to be lifted, which is annoying. And yeah, the river and canal parts were very, very busy. Anyway, that was another pub walk. And as ever, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you join me again next time. And until then, bye for now.